Good morning, dear students. So today we are going to start with the lecture number 17. Lecture number 17, in which chapter heat and thermodynamics. Okay, in this class we will be discussing the assignment questions which we had already sent to your number, and I request you to take printout of that if possible. Okay, no need to go outside. If possible, take printout of that and watch this video. Otherwise, if you are not compatible, if you are not having printout and all means, what you can do, simpler suggestion means, first you try all the questions what we had given in that assignment, and if any question, if you are not perfect in that, if you are not unable to answer over that means, you can detailedly watch this video. In this video, we will be discussing the questions which we had given in assignment part. Is that clear? So, totally we are going to send you 2 assignments. I hope in that one is already reached your number, and 2 assignments. In first assignment, the concepts from lecture number 1 to lecture number 6. Okay, and in one more video I will be doing. In that one more video, we will be discussing the questions which we had given you from assignment number 2. In assignment number 2, again, remaining videos, we will be discussing that questions. Clear? So, first question, what is thermodynamics? Yes, thermodynamics, first question we had asked over here. What do you mean by thermodynamics? What is thermodynamics? So what is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is a branch of science which deals with interconversions of heat and mechanical energy. Okay, this is nothing but statement for what do we mean by thermodynamics. Okay, next we are having, give an example for thermodynamic variable. So the thermodynamic variable means what? The quantity which is changing in a thermodynamic process is known as what? A thermodynamic variable. For example, pressure will be changing, no? Okay. Apart from isobaric processes, if we talk generally, means that quantity will be changing, no? That's why best example you can give as a what? A pressure. Okay. Next, what is thermal equilibrium? What do you mean by thermal equilibrium? Thermal equilibrium means what? Imagine that here I am having one system. Okay, here one more system we are having. Okay, let us call this system as A, this system as B. Okay, and then let us suppose here we are having some 90 degrees Celsius. Here I am having some 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, and here we are having what? A diathermic wall, let us suppose. Okay, diathermic wall means what? A conducting wall. So due to this wall, what we had placed over here, what will happen? Heat will flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. Heat energy will flow from where? Higher temperature to lower temperature. Okay. And till what step that process will continue? Till what step that process will continue means, until these two bodies A and B gain same temperature. That same temperature condition is nothing but what? A thermal equilibrium. Clear? That you have to remember. Okay, thermal equilibrium means a body is said to be in thermal, two bodies are said to be in thermal equilibrium if they are attaining which temperature? Same temperature. Now at present temperatures are different, but when we are placing with respect to contacting with each other, the amount of heat energy from body which is at higher temperature to body which is at lower temperature, in this manner heat will be flowing. Okay, and this process will continue till both the bodies will attain same temperature. when both the bodies are attaining same temperature. That kind of process is nothing but what we are going to treat it as, that is nothing but thermal equilibrium. Okay, two bodies are said to be in thermal equilibrium if they are attaining same temperature when they had kept together. Okay, now next, what is adiabatic wall? Adiabatic wall means what? Next, fourth question, what is an adiabatic wall? Yes. Adiabatic wall means what? A non-conducting wall. Okay. In simple words, we can tell that it is a non-conducting wall and it doesn't allow heat to pass from one part to another part. That kind of wall we are going to treat what? Non-conducting wall, or we can call it as what? Adiabatic wall. Clear? Already we had discussed in our regular video classes. Okay. So even if you are not getting means, please watch the videos once again. Clear? So clear about this one. What do we mean by adiabatic wall? Adiabatic wall is an insulating wall, okay, that does not allow the flow of heat energy from one point to another, or one body to another, is known as what? Adiabatic wall. Clear? Next, what is diathermic wall? Diathermic wall means what? Opposite of this one. Clear? So next question we are having, what is diathermic wall? Diathermic wall means conducting wall. Conducting wall. Okay. So a diathermic wall is a conducting wall which allows to flow of heat energy from one point to another, or one body to another body, is nothing but what? It is treated as diathermic wall or conducting wall. Okay. Next, state zeroth law of thermodynamics. Yes, zeroth law of thermodynamics is what is states zeroth law of thermodynamics. What is the statement of zeroth law of thermodynamics? Okay, if we are having a system A, system B, system C. In this manner only we had discussed now zeroth law. Yes, if two systems are separately, this is insulated wall, this is conducting wall. If two systems A and B are in separately in thermal equilibrium with one more system C, then these two systems are also in thermal equilibrium. This is nothing but what? A statement of zeroth law of thermodynamics. Next we are having, what is the significance of zeroth law of thermodynamics? Significance or importance of zeroth law of thermodynamics is nothing but what? Temperature. Okay, significance of zeroth law is nothing but what? Temperature. Okay, then this is nothing but seventh question. Okay, so next question we are having, what do we mean by state variable? Give an example for state variable. State variable is nothing but what? It depends on the path followed. Correct, no? State variable is a function which depends on path followed. Best example for state variable is nothing but what? Work done. Okay. So very important, what do we mean by state variable? detailedly I had told you in one video. Please go and watch that video. Okay, for state variable. State variable is a function, okay, basically a variable changing quantity, in which what will happen, it will be depending on the path which has been followed by the process, okay, not on initial and final positions, okay. Oh, sorry, state variable means a variable which will be independent of path followed. The thing which is depending on path followed, like work done, that is nothing but what, rated as, it is not a state variable function. And state variable means what? State variable means this variable, okay, this function basically, it will be independent of path followed, that is nothing but what, state variable. And best example for this is nothing but what, internal energy. Okay, internal energy is a state variable function, and work done is not a state variable function. Okay, you can make a note of this one. Shall we go to next point? Next question what they are asking. Now 8th question completed now. Okay, next 9th question. What is isothermal process? Obtain the expression for work done in case of isothermal process. Isothermal process is a thermodynamic process in which temperature value will be kept what, constant. Work done value, okay, you have to derive that equation for work done. Already we had did in our regular classes, so I'll be not going with that derivation. You can do the derivation. Statement of isothermal process. Isothermal process means what? Temperature value will be what? Constant. Okay, T value will be what? Constant. Okay, remember, and equation for work done, what you are going to get, W is equal to 2.303 nRT log of V2 by V1 to the base 10. Okay, so if you are not writing 2.303 means nRT log V2 by V1 to the base E. Okay, you have to derive this equation which we had did in our regular classes. Clear? So please go through that one also, and write down this assignment. Okay, in your class notes only you can write down this assignment. Next we are having the numerical part. In numerical part, the first question we are having, 12 gram of helium at 127 degrees Celsius undergoes isothermal expansion until its volume is 4 times the initial volume. Okay, shall we just start writing? So M given as how much? 12 gram of helium. Okay, 12 gram of helium. Next, what they are telling? Next point, what they are telling in our question? 12 gram of helium at 127 degrees Celsius. T value is given to you. This is nothing but what? 127 degree Celsius. And next, what they are telling? It undergoes isothermal expansion until its volume is 4 times the initial volume. That means let initial volume be V, final volume will be what? 4V. Correct? Huh? Okay. Next point, what they are telling? Calculate the amount of work done by the gas. W value they are asking. And next they are asking about also calculate the amount of heat supplied to the gas. Delta Q value they are asking. Okay. Delta Q value they are asking. And given that land 2, okay, is equal to 0.693. Next, we are having what? This value given. Okay. Next in bracket they had given what? Answer, how much you have to get. Listen. We have the formula W is equal to what for isothermal process? nRT log V2 by V1 to the base E. Okay. Now, listen. N value they had not given. Instead of N they had talking about 12 gram of helium. So how you can calculate N value? Come on. W is equal to N is nothing but number of moles. Number of moles is nothing but what? Mass of element divided by what? Molar mass. Mass of element is given 12. Molar mass for helium is nothing but what? 4. Okay. Now 12 by 4 means this value will turn out to be 3. So 3 moles. N value will be equal to what? 3. Next, R value you should have to remember, already I had told you in so many classes. This value will be 8.31. Next, temperature value. Temperature value is 127, but this is in degrees Celsius. Add 273 to this, it will turn out to be what? Kelvin. 400 Kelvin. Value will be 400. Next, V2 by V1. V2 is final volume, V1 is initial volume. V2 by V1. 4V divided by what? V. Okay, V will get cancelled here. Log 4 will remain. 4 can be written as what? 2 square. Correct? Here we can write it as 4 ones are 4 threes are. So W is equal to 3 into 8.31 into here what we are having 400. Good. Next here we are having what? Log 2 square. Okay, 2 square can be written as what? 2 log 2. So here I will be writing the 2. So log 2 value is given to you. Substitute 0.693 into 3 into 8.31 into 400 means final value you are going to get the W is equal to 13.82 kilojoule. Okay. And from first law of thermodynamics, what is our statement? W value we had already calculated now. Now we want what? A delta Q value. So from first law of thermodynamics, we know that amount of heat given to the system is nothing but to increase its internal energy and external work done. But delta U value will be 0 in case of what? Isothermal process, because this value is nothing but what? NCV delta T. Delta T means temperature value will be constant in case of isothermal process. Therefore, this term will tend to 0. So delta Q value is equal to delta W. So delta Q is equal to delta W value that we got 13.82 kilojoule. This is nothing but what? Delta Q. Both W as well as Q values are same in this question. Clear? Shall we go to next point? Okay. Which of the following is not a thermodynamical function? Okay. Next question we are having. Which of the following is not a thermodynamical function? Listen. Among those 4 options, enthalpy, work done, Gibbs energy as well as internal energy, work done is the correct answer. Okay, work done is not a thermodynamical variable. And enthalpy, Gibbs energy as well as internal energy are what? State functions. Okay, you can just make a note of this one. Question number 11. Enthalpy, Gibbs energy as well as internal energy are what? State functions. Next, 12th question we are having. Which of the following parameters does not characterize the thermodynamic state of variable? Again, the correct answer goes for work, because work gives a specific relation between what? 2 thermodynamical variables. Okay, that means 2 different thermodynamic states. So that's why answer stands for option number D, work. Next one, 13th question. In a thermodynamics system, okay, working substance is ideal gas. Its internal energy is in the form of. So 4 options they had given: kinetic energy, kinetic and potential energy as well as none of the above. Listen, kinetic energy only is the correct option. That is nothing but option number A. Because kinetic energy states that what a distance between 2 particles is very far apart. That's why potential energy value will be equal to what? We are going to treat it as what? 0. and internal energy depends on what? Kinetic energy. Okay, this is nothing but the reason for our question number 13. Okay, next question we are having about question number 14. Which of the following statements correct for a thermodynamic system? So first option they had given, the internal energy changes in all process. Internal energy changes in all process means, what is the meaning of this one? Internal energy, what is the formula for internal energy? Delta U is equal to NCV delta T, no? We are cross-checking questions. We are cross-checking these options. In 14th question option they had given 4 options. They had given as options A, B, C, D, 4 statements. Among those 4 statements, any one statement will be what? Correct. First statement given, the internal energy changes in all processes. Whether this statement is true or false, that we should have to check. Now, internal energy changes in all process means cross-check about isothermal process. In isothermal process, what will happen? Temperature value will be equal to what? Constant, correct? Huh? If temperature value is constant means delta T value will be what? 0. Formula for internal energy as they had specified is nothing but what? Delta U is equal to NCV delta T. That means delta T value is 0 means delta U value will be equal to 0, which we are going to treat U is what? Constant. So, in isothermal process, internal energy value will be what? Constant. So, in first option they are telling that it changes in all processes, which is nothing but what? Wrong statement. Clear? Okay. Now next next statement what they are telling. Internal energy and entropy are what? State functions. This is a true statement because internal energy as well as entropy doesn't depend on that path. Correct? No? They are only dependent on initial as well as final statements. That's why internal energy as well as entropy are what? State functions. Next, C option they are telling that the change in entropy can never be equal to 0. Listen, about this statements, if process is reversible means, okay, we are checking about option number C. If process is reversible process means, then change in entropy value will be equal to what? 0, always remember. Okay, in case of reversible process, what will happen? Entropy value will be equal to what? 0. Okay. Next, last option they are telling that the work done in an adiabatic process is always 0. Work done value will be not 0, but work done value will be negative of internal energy, because from externally we are not going to give any heat. That's why it is going to do work with its own energy. So delta Q, according to first law, we are having delta Q is equal to delta U plus what? Delta W. The amount of heat supplied to the system is equal to the amount of energy, internal energy, which is increasing in the system, and external work done. So here what will happen? Delta Q value will be equal to what? 0 in case of adiabatic process. If this value is 0 means what will be delta W value? Delta W value will be equal to minus of delta U. Clear? So work done value will be not always equal to 0. Sometimes it may be negative also. Clear? So this is the justification for question number 14. Next question, just hold a second. So next question we are having, for an ideal gas in an isothermal process, 4 options they had given. Heat content remains constant, heat content and temperature remains constant, temperature remains constant, none of the above. So isothermal process means temperature value will be constant. That's why option number C. Next, can two isothermal curves cut each other? Listen, isothermal curve means how we are going to get a PV diagram. This is pressure, volumes in this manner only. Clear? So this is for one temperature. If we are cross-checking for another temperature means again we are going to get a curve like this manner. So these two curves will never intersect. Okay? Two isothermal curves will never intersect, but two adiabatic curves may get intersected. Okay? You have to remember about this point. Next, in an isothermal expansion, so 4 options they had given. Internal energy of the gas increases, internal energy of the gas decreases, internal energy remains unchanged, average kinetic energy of the gas molecules decreases. So correct option here, what is the correct option for isothermal process? Internal energy value remains unchanged. Okay, because listen, what we are having according to first law, delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. So delta U value will be equal to what? 0 basically for isothermal process. Why it is 0 means a delta U is equal to what we are having, NCV delta T. So delta T value equal to 0, that's why delta U equal to 0. Delta U is equal to 0 means U value is nothing but what? Constant value. So which option stands correct? Option number C. Internal energy remains unchanged or constant. Clear? Shall we go to next question? So next question we are having 18th question. So 18th question, what they are asking in that 18th question, just check out. In an isothermal reversible expansion, if the volume of 96 gram of oxygen at 27 degrees Celsius is increased from 70 liters to 140 liters, then work done by the gas will be. Okay. In an isothermal reversible expansion, okay, they are telling that initially V value they are telling that that means volume of 96 gram of hydrogen at 27 degree Celsius. V is equal to 96 gram of oxygen at 27 degrees Celsius is increased from 70 liter to 140 liter. Okay, 70 liter to 140 liter. Okay. Now next. So what we are having here. So isothermal process means what is our formula? Our formula is nothing but what? Our formula is nothing but what? W is equal to, we are having 2.303 nRT log V2 by V1. Okay, to the base 10. No. Number of moles value, N value, directly they had not given, but indirectly they had given 96 gram and this is oxygen. So what is the value for N? It is nothing but a given mass of that substance divided by molecular weight. Given by this N value is given by given mass by molecular weight. R value, we know that it is in options they are keeping R as it is only, don't substitute R. T value they had given 27 degrees Celsius means 27 plus 273 means value will turn out to be what? 300 Kelvin. T value will be 300 Kelvin. Next V2 and V1, V2 is 140, V1 is 70. So W value you are going to get what? 2.303, substitute. N value is given by molecular weight means given mass is 96 gram, molecular weight for oxygen is 32. Okay. Next R value don't substitute, keep as it is. This value is 300, leave it, log of V2 is 140 divided by V1 is 70. So 0 0 7 1s are 7 2s are 96 by 32 is nothing but what? 3 into 300 is nothing but what? 900. So what you can write, W value will be equal to 2.3. Okay, 303. In option they had given only 2.3. So 2.3. Next 32 by 96 by 32 is nothing but this ratio is 3. 3 into 300 is 900. 900 into R into log 2. Okay, this is the solution for 18th question. Now 19th question. A vessel containing 5 liters of gas at 0.8 meter is connected to an evacuated vessel of volume of 3 liters and the resultant pressure inside will be. Okay, assuming that whole system is isolated. Isolated system means external force will be equal to what? 0. Net external force will be equal to what? 0. You should have to remember, already I had told in our regular theory classes. Okay, so now We know that PV is equal to what? Constant. Okay. So I can write a P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Values given to you. What they are asking? P2 value they are asking. For first case pressure volume given, in second case volume given. So pressure is 0.8, volume is 5, pressure we don't know. Keep it as P2, volume is 5 plus 3. Combination of 5 plus 3. So here what you are going to get, calculate P2, this is nothing but 0.8 into 5 is equal to P2 into 8. So P2 value will be equal to what? 0.5 finally. Okay. So just go through this one, and next question they are asking for the gas law PV divided by T is nothing but, listen, 20th question. The gas law PV by T is constant for 4 processes they are given. Isothermal change, adiabatic, both isothermal and adiabatic, neither isothermal and adiabatic. Listen, we know that what gas law PV is equal to what? nRT, correct? Or PV by T is equal to what we can write? We can write PV by T is nothing but what? nR. This will holds good for all the processes. Now in the option, what all the process they had given? Isothermal change, adiabatic change. Both it will holds. That's why option number C is correct. Okay. So keep studying. Okay. If you got any doubt means, please watch the video once again. So thank you.